Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 Pennant race is on the air. We're only a few days away from the final week of the Pennant race. Today's date is September 23rd, 81. We got a huge game at Busch Stadium between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Let's take a look at the National League first. The St. Louis Cardinals have clinched a playoff spot at this moment. They are in the playoffs, but they have not won the division. They have a game-and-a-half lead on the Phillies. The Pirates are 4-3 back of the Phillies and 4.5 back of the Cardinals. The way things are going, it looks like Pittsburgh will have to settle for third place and a wild card playoff game. In the National League West, the Los Angeles Dodgers have a 4-game lead on both Atlanta and Houston. So right now, these three teams look like they're pretty good. The Reds are 3.5 back of the Astros. Cincinnati must have a good 10-minute ticker tonight to stay close with these teams as we approach the final week. In the American League East, Boston and the Yankees are tied at first place in the AL East. The Tigers are 7 back. Detroit will probably have to settle for a wild card playoff game. The Cleveland Indians are 3.5 back right now, and they are, 4.5 back, I believe. And they are running out of time, and they're back to 500. In the American League West, the Oakland Athletics, 2 wins tonight and 2 losses by the White Sox and Rangers should clinch their division tonight. Texas and White Sox are both tied at 51 and 43. They are both 8.5 back of Oakland. The Kansas City Royals are only a game and a half back of Texas, and California still alive at 2.5 back for third. So this division is still pretty much up for grabs for 2 playoff spots. So what will happen as we approach the final week of the pennant race to see which teams still have a shot to make the 1981 postseason? We will find out as we get further into this season. Steeler fan and BB are first to join us here at Busch Stadium in this game between the Phils and the Cards. They heard, yes, I did say there may be a sale on Inside Pitch. Check out the forums, BB. When you get there, check them out. And I think there is supposed to be a sale on PDFs or something. I'm not exactly 100% sure what Chris has in mind. Remember, I have every one of his seasons, but check him out and see what you can see what you got there. The Phillies historically won this game. The Phillies 9 runs, 13 hits and an error. The Cardinals 4 runs, 9 hits and an error. But of course, that doesn't mean anything when Inside Pitch has to play. So a huge game here at Busch Stadium. I hope, Seb, we're ready to go here. Of course, it's Thanksgiving week. So let's get this game underway for tonight. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals will be John Martin. 8 wins, 5 losses, a 3.42 ERA. He got the call for the Cards today as Gillies Tebow lines us up here at Busch Stadium. So Martin is the starting pitcher tonight. Phillies they're a game and a half back of the Cardinals. Remember, one more thing, of course, in 1981, the strike took away some games from some teams. The Cardinals only played 102 games that year. The Phillies actually played, I believe, 109. And I'll check my other sheet here. And the Phillies played 107. Even though the Cardinals played less games, we go by percentage points. So the higher percentage will determine the seeding and, of course, playoff positions. And also games on the board that are played here can determine seeding as well. So let's get started. Let's play some big-time baseball, a big game here in the NL East. Ready to go. Leading off for the Phillies will be center fielder Lonnie Smith. 324 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. Didn't play in about half the games for Philly in 81, but it's still a pretty good season nonetheless. We are using red, white, and white dice for the Cardinals. They are the home team. Let's get started. Martin, a 3-5. That's strikeout. The 8 will be too high. Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. Smith, a 1-2, and that is going to be a ground out to first. 1 away, and the batter is the first baseman, Pete Rose. 325 average, no homers, 33 RBIs. Rose was an MVP candidate that year, and he had an excellent season. Nothing wrong with a 325 average. That's excellent. Martin with the pitch. 5-4, that is a blank. Rose, 5-1, and he grounds it to short. So 2 quick outs there. And next up, left fielder Gary Matthews. 301 average, 9 homers, 67 runs batted in. Still an excellent season for Matthews. He will, with 101 games, Matthews will make the playoff roster. Martin, 5-6, that's at the park. Busch Stadium says 4-1, and Matthews blasts a triple into right field. That bounces off the wall out there. Matthews is going to go all the way for third, and he will make it. A triple for Matthews. So a nice start for Matthews, and now can the Phillies bring him in? Of course, here comes that guy, third baseman, Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt, an excellent year that season, 316 average, 31 bombs, 91 RBIs. Schmidt is a killer at the plate, and he also does hit lefties very well. Anything on the strategy roll from Matthews? The 14 says a negative. Martin with the pitch. 4-1, strikeout 13. Nope, that's too high. Schmidt will swing 3-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. Getting under that is going to be Gene Roof. He gets there, and he will put it away, and that will end the inning. So a nice triple by the Phillies, but that goes for naught as we go to the bottom of the first. No runs and a hit. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies in this game was Dickie Noles. 2 wins, 2 losses, a 4.17 ERA. Noles got the start. He only had 8 starts in 81, but we will see how well he does tonight as Philip Reynolds joins us here at Busch Stadium. Leading off for the Cardinals, second baseman Tommy Herr. 268 average, no homers, and 46 RBIs. A young Herr, actually. Herr was really just beginning to come into himself as a player for the Cardinals. Always felt Tom Herr was underrated. He was actually a pretty solid player. Noles, a 2-6. That's a range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 1-4. That's a double into center field, but it's a range play for Lonnie Smith. Smith's range is a 2. Does he take a double away from Herr? Yes, he does. He gets there in time and makes the catch, out number 1. Oh, Herr can't believe it. He thought he had a leadoff double, but Lonnie Smith gets there. Lonnie Smith played all 3 positions in the outfield, and center field is his worst of the 3 in terms of range. Next up for the Cardinals, shortstop Gary Templeton. 288 average, a homer, and 33 RBIs that season. 1 out. Noles with the pitch. 1-3 against the switch left. That's a walk plus, and that 11 will walk him barely, but it does. Templeton will walk to first. That's a walk plus, but he will walk, and pretty much barely, as against righties, he was a 4. That became a 14. -2 is a 12, and the 11 still allows Templeton to trot down to first. So we'll walk for Templeton, and now we'll see first baseman Keith Hernandez. If anybody should be in the Hall of Fame, it's that guy. 306 average, 8 homers, 48 RBIs. Why is Harold Baines in but not Hernandez? I have no idea. Double play depth is called. Templeton, that is an 11. He does not get the jump. Templeton can steal bases. He doesn't get it there. Noles with the pitch. 2-3 against the lefty. That's a blank. Hernandez swings 2-3, and that's a line drive right to third. That's going to be out number 2. And Templeton on at first. Can they get him? The only way they can get him is on a 1. That is a 5, and they don't throw. Templeton just gets back. A line out to third, and that is the second out. Still a runner on first base. Next up will be center fielder George Hendrick. 284 average, 18 homers, 61 RBIs. That's a pretty good year for him. Reverse Harold Baines in the closet about it. Let's see. I wonder if there's going to be any rigging in the 10-minute ticker tonight. Who knows? Templeton on at first. That is a 6. He does get the jump, but I'm not going to send him. Noles will pitch. 3-1. That is a blank. Hendrick. 4-5. That's going to be a hard hit ball to center field. That's going to bounce off the wall for a double. That should score Templeton. We'll see. Base running rating is a 5. Plus 2 outs is a 6. Double to center. Smith has actually a -1 arm, so there's going to be a throw. A 1-5. Templeton scores a 6. There could be an out. It is a 2, and he will score easily all the way from first. He gets the Cardinals on the board. Hendrick will hold at second with the double. It's 1-0 in favor of the Redbirds as they jump out early in this game. So Hendrick on at second with a big double, and he brings in an RBI. 1-0 in favor of the Redbirds. Here is the catcher, Darryl Porter. 224 average, 6 homers, and 31 RBIs. 2 outs, runner on second here, as the Cardinals have struck first. You probably need to rig it, right? Anything for Hendrick? No. Noles with the pitch. 4-2, strikeout 4. He got him, and that will retire the side. First strikeout for Noles. He only had 34 of them that season. 1 run on 1 hit for the Cardinals, a walk, and an RBI double by Hendrick. And the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0 after 1. Cardinals trying to stretch their lead in the NL East to a 2.5 game lead on the Phillies. Phillies trying to cut it to a half game back, and then we'll see what 10-minute ticker does for them later. Top of the second, leading off for the Phils will be right fielder Dick Davis. 333 average, 2 homers, 19 RBIs. Only played in about 45 games that year. Martin with the pitch. 6-3, strikeout 15, no way. Davis, 6-1, and that's a fly out to left. That will be out number 1. Next up is the catcher, Bob Boone. 211 average, 4 homers, 24 RBIs, and 81. Martin with the pitch. 1-3, that's a blank. He's not tired. Boone, 3-3, and he grounds it right to short. Templeton makes an easy play, 2 away. And now the Phillies shortstop, Larry Boa. 283 average, no homers, 31 RBIs. One of Boa's better years as a hitter. 283 is excellent, is actually very good. So one of better years for Boa. He had no homers, but he was scrappy at the plate that season. Martin, 4-2. That's an automatic out, though. And that is going to be a fly ball to center field. And getting under that will be Hendrick. Hendrick has all the room and all the time. Squeezes it. And it's 1-2-3 for the Phillies. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Cardinals will be right fielder Dane Orge. 327 average, 2 homers, 39 RBIs. So Dane Orge goes up against Noles. And yes, BB, it's good to see some surprises. You never really know. You really never know what might happen. Noles with the pitch. 1-5. That's a hit by pitch. That 5, he got him. He hit him. Punk. Ouch. Orge is a 0, but Noles is a +6. And that's going to send Orge to first. That's a hit batter. So Noles hits him, and that is the first hit batter of the game. Orge will trot to first there. Next up will be third baseman Ken Oberkfell. 293 average, 2 homers, 45 RBIs. Good year for Oberkfell that season. Double play depth is called. Nothing happening with Orge. Noles, 5-3, strikeout 14, no chance. Oberkfell, 1-5, and that's a fly out to left. And that is the first out. After all, you want some surprises. I know everybody wants to as close to statistical accuracy as you can get, but if you want perfect accuracy, why play? Because then the games will just go the way they actually did, and you already know who wins. That's why I like it the way I do it. Next batter is a left fielder, Gene Roof. He was a September call-up. Actually had a 300 average in the 60 at-bats he had that year. Not sure if he'll make the playoff roster. Not certain about that yet. So Roof will bat here against Noles, and there is one out. Does Orge do anything? Nope. Noles has a very good pickoff rating, too. 5-4. That's an error on a grounder. Roof, 4-2. And Roof smacks one. That's going to be a double into center field for Roof. A double to center. Center fielder is Lonnie Smith. His error rating is a 5. That's a 1, and that could score everybody. So a double to center. Orge will automatically come in to score. On a double to center and an error, Roof automatically makes third. Can he score on the double? His base running rating is a 3. A 3 or lower, he will score. It is a 1, and he does. A huge error on Lonnie Smith in center, and that will score all the runs. It's not an inside the park home run because that's an error. So he got it, and the Cardinals jump out to a 3-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! So that goes as a double for Roof, and he scores on an E8. And that is the first error on the Phillies. They did have an error historically in that game, and Noles can't believe it. So Cardinals are up 3-0 on a double and an error, and Roof will get the RBI for that. But one run of those is not charged to Noles because it's not an earned run. Next up is the pitcher, John Martin. 212 average that year as a hitter. He actually had 8 RBIs. Still 1 out. And now Noles will make the pitch. 1-6. That's a walk plus. Did he walk the pitcher? Yes, he did. He walked Martin. Oh, boy. And that's something you don't want to do. He walks John Martin. Second walk issued by Noles. He had 21 of them in 81. And he walks the pitcher, and that's just not what you want there. So the Cardinals see if they can take advantage of it. Herr is next, and he's 0 for 1. Infield back at double play depth. Martin can't do anything, and there's nothing on the roll. So Noles will make the pitch. 1-4. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 4-1. And Herr smacks one high and deep into right field, and that's going to be a triple for Herr. Herr will wind up at third. Martin coming around. He will score. 4-0 Cardinals. Stadium cheers. Yay! It's like every time we play I have the Cardinals on the board, strange things happen. Herr is now on at third with a triple, and the Philly bullpen is already getting ready. Here's Templeton. Templeton walked this first time up and scored. The infield's going to come in. The Phillies already down 4-0 in a game they really need to win if they want to continue catching the Cardinals for the division. And let's see how it works right now. Anything happening with her? No. Noles will make a pitch. And that's 3-3. That's blank. Templeton will swing. That's Suadice. Reroll. 3-1 against the righty. Templeton smacks one into left field, and that's going to rattle around in the corner. That's going to be a double. Her comes in to score. Templeton on at second. 5-0 Redbirds. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Cardinals are putting a beating here on the Phillies early. And now here's Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 1. And I think if Noles gives up another run, that's going to be it for him. And he's just not getting any help. That error out there hurt him. But really, the hitting for the Cardinals is doing the job. Templeton on at second. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And nothing happening with Templeton. He'll stay there. Noles with the pitch. 5-6. That's a possible error. Hernandez. 4-3, and that is not going to be an error. That's a slow rolling grounder to first. That is picked up by Rose. Hernandez's base running rating is a 4. He throws to Noles covering the bag, and nope, Hernandez will beat it out. He's safe. And Templeton goes to third. So that goes as an infield single for Hernandez. And now here's Hendrick. Hendrick got a double his last time up. So he's 1 for 1. Still 1 out. Now runners at the corners for the Cardinals here. And the Phillies are not enjoying this game so far. Hendrick at the plate. Anything on Strat? That is a 12. The answer is no. Noles will make the pitch. Infield is in. Noles with the pitch. 3-1. That is a blank. Hendrick. 4-1. And he popped that one up in the infield. That's going to be a pop out to short. Infield fly rule. 2 outs. 2 men down, and now here's Porter. Porter is 0 for 1. Nothing on that. Nothing on the Strat. Noles looking in on Porter. Trying to get out of this jam. Cardinals already up 5-0. Noles with the pitch. 4-3. That's a blank. Porter 3-5 against a right-handed pitcher. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Dick Davis will get to that one. He will squeeze it, and that will retire the side. The Cardinals send all 9 to the plate. 4 runs on 4 hits. 1 error, a hit batter, and a walk. And the Cardinals have jumped out to a 5-0 lead here after 2. Not looking good for the Phillies early. Sean 1113 joins us here at Busch Stadium. As he says, go Dolphins. Yes, well, we did beat the Jets yesterday, which was nice, but our season still pretty much really is in the can. We go to the top of the third. Cardinals up 5-0. Martin will take the hill. Second baseman Manny Trio bats for Philly. 287 average, 6 homers, 36 RBIs. Question is Noles is he gonna bat? We'll find. I'll decide in a second. Martin with the pitch. 3-3, strikeout 18. No. Trio 6-6. That's a base hit into center field, and Trio will have a leadoff single. So Trio leads off with a single. Because there's a man on base, I will take Noles out. He is not being affected early, so he will not bat. Phillies know this game is important. They need to get that run in, and having your pitcher right now off the start he is not too good. Coming on to pinch hit for the Phillies will be Gary Maddox. 263 average, 5 homers, 40 RBIs as they chase Noles out of there. So now Maddox will pinch hit against Martin. Trio is a threat to steal. That's a 14. He ain't going anywhere. You're down 5 runs. You're not going to steal anyway. Martin with the pitch. 2-3 against a righty. That is a home run chance, a home run result. Against the lefty, Maddox is a 20. He did it. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone. A pinch hit home run for Gary Maddox. He sent that one clear over left field, and Gene Roof just watched it out of here on a 1. Maddox completely crushed it. He hit that in St. Louis. He hit that in Busch Stadium. That might have landed in Royal Stadium. That was a blast. I don't know what the ticker tape on that was, but Maddox was not cheated on that, and it's now 5-2. And boy, did the Phillies need that. Now, as John Martin pitched Maddox a meatball, and he not only turned that into lasagna, he also made it into baked ziti with that also. Here's Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. Now a 5-2 game. Martin will make the pitch. 6-4. That is a blank. Smith will swing 5-6, and it's a single right past short. And that's not, Templeton won't get to it, and it's another runner for the Phillies. Third straight hit in this inning, still nobody out in the top of the third. Next up is Rose. Peter Rose is 0 for 1. Smith, a stealing threat. The 17, no, he doesn't get the jump. So Martin will pitch to Rose here. Oh boy, here come the Phils. Martin, 1-2. That's a range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-4. And that is a star 4. That's a ground ball to short. And that is a range play. And Templeton's range is a 5. Infield automatically a double play depth. His range is a 4. Does he make the play? No, he doesn't. It's a 6. It gets by him for a single. Smith, with a base running rating of 5, has got great speed. He will make third. And Rose holds it first. Oh boy, I think we're in for another crazy Cardinal game. Here's Matthews. Matthews hit a triple his last time up. He's 1 for 1, actually his first time up. Suddenly, the fans here at Busch Stadium are enjoying a 5-0 lead. It's now 5-2, and now the tying run is already at the plate. Martin looking on. They're going to go talk to him, see what's up already. Say, hey, look, you had a 5-0 lead. What's going on? Now we'll check the strategy roll. 15 says nothing. Martin will make the pitch. 2-3 against the righty once again. That's a home run chance. Against the lefty, it's a 19. That's a 4. I don't believe it. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball deep to center field. Hendrick going back. Gone. Home run, Gary Matthews. This game is tied. Stadium barfs. Blech. A 5-0 lead. Now a 2-run bomb by Gary Maddox, and now a 3-run bomb by Gary Matthews, and it's now tied at 5. 5 runs. Just like that, and I see a Game of the Year nomination coming up. And still nobody out in the bottom of the third, and the fans here at Busch can't believe it. And now here is Michael Jack Schmidt. And John Martin now, the Cardinal bullpen is getting ready to go. They're going to let him pitch to Schmidt, though. And still no one out in the top of the third. Lena Young joins us here at Busch Stadium. the very lovely Lena Young, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure she is gorgeous. Martin will make the pitch. 3-1 against the righty. That's an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly out to center. So Schmidt can't join the hit parade on that. One down. Next up is Davis. Davis is 0 for 1. Martin with the pitch. 6-6. That's a blank. Dick Davis, 1-2. Single into left field. That's a base hit for Davis. And the Phillies have the go-ahead run on first. Oh, yeah. Every time I play the Cardinals, every time I got the Cardinals on the board, I never get a regular game. Not with these guys. Davis on first. The batter is Boone. Boone is 0 for 1. This could be a long one. We're only in the third inning yet. Infield is a double play depth. Nothing for Davis. Martin will make the pitch. 5-3. Strikeout 15. No way. Boone. 3-2. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn the double play. 2, 4, 5. And second base for the Cardinals is her. +1 is a 6. But, of course, a 6 is still in runner advancement. So we're 1-5, but it's a double play, and they turn it. Third base, the second base, the first base, double play, side retired. Three outs. Wow, what a crazy inning. 5 runs on 6 hits. A 2-run bomb by Gary Maddox and a 3-run bomb by Gary Matthews. And we are tied at 5 here going in the bottom of the third. As Lena Young says, I should patent that. Okay, I will do my best. Leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Dane Orge. They got 2 lefts and a switch. I think the Phillies are going to go with a lefty here. I think they'll bring on a lefty to pitch, and it is going to be Sparky Lyle. So coming on to pitch will be Sparky Lyle. 9 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 4.44 ERA. He's going to bat in the third deal to come up to bat, so I might as well use him. Of course, he also has the most relief appearances at that position. So Sparky Lyle, ex-Yankee, will pitch to Dane Orge here at the bottom of the third. Lyle will make the pitch. 2-4. That's a blank. He just came in. He's not tired. Orge, 2-1, and that's a ground out to second. 1 man down. And here is Oberkfell. Oberkfell is 0 for 1. Phillies have tied this game up at 5. Already, this is a Game of the Year nomination. Lyle, 3-3, strikeout 4, and he got him, struck him out. Lyle had 29 Ks that year. Of course, Lyle was already declining in the early 80s. That's the second out. Next up is Roof. He got a double and scored on an error at the same time. So he is 1 for 1. Lyle will look in on Roof. His pitch. 1-3. That is a blank. Roof. 5-4. And that's a ground ball to second base. Manny Trio will get that one. Scoops it up. Throws to first. And that will retire the side. So Sparky Lyle comes in and puts the Cardinals down in order. Tied at 5 after 3. We could be in for a very interesting finish. Top of the 4th inning coming up. And leading off for the Phils will be Larry Boa. John Martin is, let's see, he is going to pitch to him. They're going to keep Martin in there. Martin due to lead off the 4th inning. They want to see if he can get through this inning. So top of the 4th, tied at 5. Martin, 4-6, that's blank. Boa, 4-2, and that's going to be a fly out to right. Easy play there by Orge, and that's the first out. Next up is Trio. Trio is 1 for 1, got a base hit his first time up. Martin with the pitch. 2-4, that's at the park. Busch Stadium, 2-1, and that's going to be a ground out to short. Out number 2. Lyle due to bat. They're gonna bring. Oh, do I want to put him? Do I see him want to get him? It's the 4th inning. It's not like the 6th or 7th, and there's nobody on base. And let me see. Got switch. So it really doesn't matter. You know what? Lyle is gonna come up and bat. Maybe crazy, but he's gonna come up and bat. He doesn't have his own hitting card, so we use the pitcher hitting card from the Phillies. So Sparky Lyle will bat. The Phillies actually had a 179 average overall with the other pitchers. So Lyle will bat here. 2 outs. Martin with the pitch. 6-6. That's blank. Lyle 1-5, and that's going to be a lazy fly ball to center field. Hendrick will camp under that and will put it away. There was a runner on base. I probably would have would not have bat. I probably would have pinched hit for Lyle. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. John Martin due to lead off for the Cardinals, and they're going to pull him back. And the Cardinals will also go to their bench. And let's see, they'll probably bring up, a switch or a righty. It's going to be a righty. And it's going to be Sixto Lezcano. He will pinch it for John Martin. So he is done for the game. Sixto Lezcano, great baseball name. 266 average, 5 homers, 28 RBIs. Lyle will go ahead and make the deal. 5-5. That's a hit by pitch. That 4 is too high. Lezcano, 2-1, and that's a ground out to second. That is the first out. The next batter is Herr. Herr got a triple his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Lyle, he gets set. 6-6. That's a possible error. Herr, 2-3. And nope, that's going to be a line drive right to third. Schmidt will glove it. 2 outs. No error. No error on line outs. Only if there's a chance to double up somebody. Here's Templeton. Templeton is 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. So far, Lyle doing pretty good job here in relief. He had a 4.44 ERA in 81 and 48 relief appearances. Pitch from Lyle, 5-1. That's a range play. Templeton, 3-6. That's a base hit to center field, but it's a range play for Lonnie Smith. His range is a 2. He made one before. Can he make it again? No, that will be a base hit. Templeton will hold it first with a single. Here's a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame in Keith Hernandez. He's 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Templeton doing anything? Nope, he stays put. Lyle looking in on Keith. Keith wants to go ahead and try to break this tie. Tied at 5 here. Pitch from Lyle. 2-2. That's blank. Hernandez. 2-3. And that's a line drive right to third base. But MJ Schmidt, he will make the catch. And that will retire the side. 2 hard lineouts. But Schmidt, the great third baseman he was, he will make the play. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. Still tied at 5 after 4. Kind of like what you'd expect between a rivalry matchup between the Phillies and the Cardinals. I always felt the Phillies and Cardinals was a good rivalry in the old National League East. Of course, they pretty much played in the same type of stadiums. Busch Stadium and Veterans Stadium, pretty much cookie cutters. Although Busch Stadium had maybe more airflow, And Veterans Stadium, of course, was one of the worst stadiums in history, playing nothing on turf-covered concrete. Top of the fifth, who leads off? Leading off for the Phillies will be Lonnie Smith. They got right switch right coming up. Cardinals will probably bring in a right-hander. And coming on to pitch for the Cardinals will be Doug Bear. Doug Bear, a late trade from the Cincinnati Reds that year. 4 wins, 2 losses, save a 5.10 ERA. So Bear will become the second Cardinal pitcher, and he will pitch to Smith. Lonnie Smith ready here. 5s across the scoreboard. Pitch from Bear. 1-4. Against a righty, that's a home run result. Smith against a right-handed pitcher needs a 7. The 15 is too high. Smith, 5-6. But he does get a base hit right past short, and the Phillies do get a man on base. Single for Smith, and he will hold there. That will bring up Charlie Hustle. Hustle is 1 for 2. Smith, a definite stealing threat. Double play depth is on. And Smith, though, does not get the jump. Bear will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-5. That's an error on a grounder. Rose, 6-2. That's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. Hernandez, though, has an error rating of 2. That's a 9. He won't make an error. Now let's see if they turn the double play. 3-0. Stays at 3 because it was hit to first. Her, though, has a let's see here. He's switch hitter. So it goes to shortstop. Shortstop Templeton is a +1 arm. So a 1-4, it's a double play. It's a 5. No. Smith will be thrown out at second. Rose beats the relay just barely, and there's 1 out on the fielder's choice. Here comes Matthews. Matthews gets some boos here from the Busch Stadium crowd. Matthews off to a heck of a start. A triple and a bomb. His last one was a 3-run bomb. Rose on at first. Not really a stealing threat. Doesn't get the jump. Bear will make the pitch. 1-3. That's blank. Matthews, 1-6. And that is a fly ball to left field. Put away by Roof. And that's out number 2. 2 away now for Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 2. And he wants to get in the hit column here with all these other hits. Rose on it first. Nice of them to offer Matthews booze. Yeah, exactly. And nothing, nope, no strat. Nothing happening there. Rose does not get the jump, and I wouldn't send him anyway with a stolen base rating of 10. Bear will pitch to Schmidt. Doug Bear, 2-5. That's a wild pitch. That 9 will go to the backstop, and Rose will go to second. Wild pitch by Bear. That's his first. And now a man in scoring position for the Phillies. Reroll a strategy. That is a 2. Nope. And Rose will stay put. Now Bear will have to calm himself down here and make a good pitch to Schmidt. Still 2 outs. Bear, 4-5. That's a range play. Schmidt, 1-3. That's a fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to Roof. Gene Roof's range is a 3. He really needs to make this catch, and he does easily on a 1. And he gets over there, no problem, and squeezes it for the out. And Schmidt has flown out all 3 times. No runs and a hit for the Phillies. We are still tied at 5. And that was not the kind of booze I was talking about, Matt Steeler fan. Don't be like David Baseball Demos. Really don't, you know. You risk being blocked by Block Dragon, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. Bottom of the 5th, tied at 5. And let's see what we want to do here. Hendrick is the leadoff batter for the Cardinals. And Sparky Lyle, he's actually pitched to 7 batters. He's done. He's tired. They're going to take him out. So Lyle has done the job. So we're going to see a new pitcher for Lyle here. And it's right, left, left. I think they'll bring in a lefty if I can here. And nope, I can't. So it's not going to be a lefty. So now I got to be Riley's because it's going to be righties, looks like. Mike Prolly will pitch for the Phillies now. 2 wins, a loss, 2 saves, a 3.86 ERA. Prolly can pitch to 6 batters. We'll see how long he goes. So here's Mike Prolly against George Hendrick. Hendrick is 1 for 2. He's got a double in the game. Prolly with the pitch. 6-2. Strikeout 2. Got him. He gets Hendrick on a called strike 3. Nice right down the pike. And Hendrick knows he should have swung at that. Here's Darryl Porter. Porter is 0 for 2. Prolly with the deal. 6-5. That's at the park. Busch Stadium. 4-2. And that's going to be a single into right field. Porter gets himself a hit, and he will hold it first. So the Cardinals have themselves a base runner, and it will bring up Orge. Orge was hit by a pitch in this game. He's 0 for 2. Infield a double play depth. As BB wants the Astros to go on a long losing streak. Oh, come on now. We all love Steeler fans Astros. Well, I know the ticker definitely does. Nothing on the strat. Prolly with the pitch. 3-4. That's an error on a grounder. Orge, 3-3. Nope, that's going to be a line out right to short, out number 2. And the only way they get Porter on first is on a 1. And Porter does get back, so no throw, and that is out number 2. Orge hit it hard, but right at Boa. And now we'll see if Oberkfell can get it done. He's 0 for 2. Brian Pedersen joins us here at Busch Stadium. Haven't seen you in a while there, Brian. Good to see you. Nothing there in 18. Prolly with the pitch, 5-2. That's an error on a throw. Oberkfell, 1-6. And that's a ground ball to short. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. It's hit the Boa. His error rating is a 6. That's a 3. He's going to make an error. That's going to be an error, and he's going to try. And the throw, I'm going to put the throw to second because Porter was a base running rating of 1. So with 2 outs. So the throw goes to second, but that's going to be an error. Second baseman is Trio. His range is 3. Does he prevent the ball from getting past him? No, he does not. And Porter's going to wind up on third. That's a straight error on a throw. So Porter winds up at third, and Oberkfell will go to second on that throw. And that is an E6. Another error on the Phillies. That's their second error in this game. Holy cow. Two errors on the Phillies. And the batter now is Roof. And Roof with a 300 hitting card can be very dangerous here. Prolly can't believe it. He thinks this inning should be over. So now here's Roof. He's 1 for 2. He has a double and scored on an error. There's still 2 outs here. Anything happening with Prolly? Nope. Nothing on the bases. Runners at second and third. Prolly looking to make the pitch. Trying to get out of this jam. Pitch from Prolly. 4-2. That's a range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-1. That is a ball hit to left field. That is a 12. That is a home run on here, but Roof has zeros at home run, so there's no home run. But now it becomes a fly ball to left field. It's a range play for Gary Matthews. Matthews' range is a 2. Does he make the catch? No, he doesn't. That's going to drop, and that's going to be a single for Roof. Porter comes in to score. Oberkfell's base running rating is a 5 with 2 outs. Single to left. +1 is 6. Left fielder Matthews -1 is 5. A 1-5, Oberkfell will score. He does. Another run comes in. Oberkfell scores. Roof on at first. 2 RBI single. Cardinals lead it 7-5. Stadium cheers. Yay! Gene Roof comes in with a big clutch RBI, 2 RBI single, and the error definitely hurts the Phillies. Now 7-5 Cardinals. No problem, Brian. I understand if life gets in the way. Not a problem at all, my friend. Prolly can't believe it. And now a pinch hitter coming up for Doug Bear as he's going to be done. Cardinals will go to the bench. And they are going to bring in Mike Ramsey. He will pinch it here. So here's Mike Ramsey, 258 average, 9 RBIs. He'll pitch against Prolly. Roof on it first. Prolly is due to bat fifth. I don't know how much longer the Phillies going to keep him, but right now the Cardinals are hitting where they ain't. And still rolling strategy. Nothing there. Prolly with the pitch. 3-4, error on a grounder. Ramsey, 5-2 against a righty. A right-handed pitcher, that's not an error. It's a slow rolling grounder to third. Possible infield single. Schmidt picks it up. Ramsey's base running rating is a 3. Throws to first. Nope, not in time. Ramsey is safe. Ramsey with an infield single. Oh, Ramsey just beats the throw from Schmidt. Roof automatically goes to second and stays there. And it's 7-5 here. And now here comes her. And that's going to be it for Prolly. Prolly is now tired. They're going to take him out. And we'll see a new pitcher here. And they're going to bring, I think, let's see who the Phillies want to bring in. And they're going to go with... Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Warren Brewstar. No wins, a loss, no saves, a 4.38 ERA. Brewstar will become the 4th Philly pitcher here. Runners at first and second. Here's her. Her is 1 for 3, has a triple. 2 outs still, bottom of the 5th inning. Am I rolling strat? Yes. And nothing happening. Here's Warren Brewstar. He'll pitch to her. Brewstar, 5-3, strikeout 2, and he barely got him, but he got him. Her is a 4, -2 is a 2, and it's a called strike 3, and her slams his back down at the plate, knowing it was a good pitch, and he didn't swing at it. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 error, and the Cardinals are back out in front, 7-5. Buckle up, people. I have a funny feeling this game is going to have a crazy ending. And they always seem to every time we play the Cardinals. We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Phillies will be Dick Davis. They got 2 rights and a switch. I think the Cardinals will bring out a righty. And they're going to go with Mark Liddell. 1 win, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 4.39 ERA. Mark Liddell will be the next Cardinal pitcher. He can pitch to about 6 batters. We'll see before fatigue. So here's Dick Davis. Davis is 1 for 2. Top of the 6th, 7-5. Very important game between these two in the National League East. Little, 6-1, strikeout 11. Nope, that's too high. Davis, 5-6, and that's a ground out to third, out number 1. 1 man out. And here's Boone. Boone is 0 for 2. Liddell looking on, making the deal. 4-3 against a righty. That's blank. Boone, 5-5. Single right past short for a base hit. Boone will hold it first. Phillies trying to get a run back. Here's Boa. Boa's 0 for 2. Infield double play depth. Am I rolling a strategy? Yes, I am. And that 4 means nothing. And Liddell will pitch to Boa. Liddell does have a pickoff move. Boone on it first. Liddell will make the pitch. 1-5, strikeout 6. That's too high. Boa, 3-1 against a right-handed pitcher. Single right back through the box, right past second and into the outfield. Boone, a base running rating of 1, though. He is slow as molasses. He has to hold it second. And now the Phillies are in business here in the top of the 6th. Runners at first and second for Trio. Trio is 1 for 2. He has a single in this game. They go talk to Liddell on the mound, see what he wants to do. They'll continue to make the pitch. 7-5 Cardinals. Let's see if anything happening on base. No. Liddell pitches. 4-5 against a righty. That's a blank. Trio. 1-3. Line drive right to short. Caught by Templeton. Does he get somebody? Does he get a runner out on base? That is a 1. And he throws to first and gets Boa doubled off. Side retired. An L6-3 double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Wow, Trio, it's a line drive right to Templeton, throws to Hernandez as Boa was way off the bag, and they nail him. And that kills that rally. Wow. What a time for that to come up. So that was no runs on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 7-5, still in favor of the Cards. Warren Brewstar, he's going to pitch. He's going to pitch. He's due to lead off the top of the 7th inning, and they only can pitch about 3 more batters three more batters before fatigue. So they're going to go with Brewstar and see if he can get out this inning. Gary Templeton leads off with the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 6th. Templeton is having a good night. 2 for 2. Walked, a single and a double. Brewstar, 5-4. Strikeout 1. Got him. Easily gets Templeton. That was a swing and a miss. Brewstar had only 8 Ks that year. Wasn't used much. Only had relief of 14 appearances. Hernandez is next. He's 1 for 3. Brewstar, a 5-3, strikeout 8, and that's going to be too high. Hernandez, 6-2, and a fly ball to left field. Matthews gets to it, and that's the second out. So far, nice job by Brewster. And now Hendrick will come up, and he's 1 for 3. Brewstar looking on. Hendrick got a double in this game. 2 outs here. Brewstar coming. 2-6. That's a blank. Hendrick will swing. 1-6, and that's a ground ball to second base. Up with it is Trio. Pumps once, tosses it to first, and retires the side. Nice job by Warren Brewstar. 1-2-3, go the Cardinals. After 6, still 7-5 in favor of the Redbirds. We go to the top of the 7th. And Brewstar due to lead off. They'll, of course, pull him. And we'll see a pinch hitter. Mark Liddell Let's see. He can pitch in 2 more batters before retiring. They're going to leave him in there. And we will see a lefty coming up here for the Phillies. Coming on to pinch hit will be Bake McBride, another great baseball name. McBride, 271 average, 2 homers, 21 RBIs with 221 at bats. He should make the playoff roster with no issue. So Mark Liddell will pitch to McBride here to start the top of the 7th. Liddell, 2-1, error on a grounder. McBride, 6-1, and that's going to be a fly out the left. There won't be an error, obviously, and that's out number 1. Here's Smith. Smith is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Liddell gets set to make the pitch. 2-1, again, error on a grounder. Smith, 6-3, and that's a fly ball to left field. And Gene Roof will make the catch, out number 2. Two down now for Rose. Liddell is now tired, and they're going to see if he can pitch here. He's under fatigue. Rose is 1 for 3. Liddell says he can pitch, and they will let him pitch against Rose. Pitch underway. 6-6, strikeout 8, no, too high. Rose, 6-2, that's a ground ball to first, and Keith Hernandez makes the play easily, and he'll tag the bag, and 1-2-3 go the Phillies. So it looks like the scoring has calmed down a little bit, but it's the Phillies right now on the short end of the stick. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. And our next game will be tomorrow night for September 25th. I know Steeler fan will be interested in tomorrow night's game. We're going to stay in the National League for another day, and we're going to go back to the National League West. The Los Angeles Dodgers will take a trip to Houston. They will take on the Astros. Bert Hooton will go for the Dodgers, and Vern Rule will go for the Astros in a very big National League West matchup. At this moment, the Dodgers have a 4-game lead on both Atlanta and Houston. So a very important matchup there. Houston has a 3.5-game lead for 3rd place on the Reds. We'll see if that changes after tonight's 10-minute ticker. So a big game for Steeler fan tomorrow night. The Dodgers and the Astros. Bert Hooton against Vern Rule. That's actually a pretty good pitching matchup. So join us that for tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th inning here. Cardinals lead the Phillies 7-5. And leading off for the Cards is going to be Darryl Porter. They got 3 lefties coming up. But unfortunately, the Phillies do not have any more left-handed pitchers that I can use at this time. Mark Davis is the only lefty I got, but he's a starter. He cannot be used until all relief pitchers are done. And it's really not a save situation. And usually I can save a closer until necessary. So coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Larry Christensen. Christensen, more of a starter than reliever, but he did have 5 relief appearances. 4 wins, 7 losses, save, a 3.54 ERA. So here comes Larry Christensen to pitch for the Phillies. He is the 5th Philly pitcher. Cardinals lead 7-5. Philadelphia historically won this game 9-4. Cardinals trying to change history. Christensen with the pitch. And 5-5. That is a blank. Porter 4-1, and that's a ground out to short. One quick out for the Redbirds. And now the batter is Orge. Orge is 0 for 3, but he was hit by a pitch. Christensen with the pitch. 5-3, error on a grounder. Orge, 5-3. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Mike Schmidt. Schmidt's error rating is a 10. That's a 12. He's got it. He throws to first, out number 2. Schmidt had excellent range, but his fielding percentage that year was kind of average. Now here's Oberkfell. Oberkfell, he's 0 for 3. He did reach on an error, though. Christensen with the pitch. 2-4 against the lefty. That is a blank. Oberkfell, 4-5. That's a base hit into center field. Oberkfell will get himself a single. He keeps the inning alive. That's his first hit of the game. And now we will see Roof. Raise the roof. Gene Roof having a good night. 2 for 3, a single and a double, and an error scored him. Christensen will pitch to him. And let's see what we got here. 2 outs. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. And that is an 8. Nothing happening. Oberkfell staying put. Christensen with the pitch. 6-1. That is a home run chance, but Roof has zeros there. There's not going to be a homer. Roof, a 2-3, and he popped it up in the infield. That's going to be a pop-up to short. Boa will get to that one, and he'll squeeze it and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. Still a 7-5 lead for the Redbirds. Top of the 8th. Cardinals leading 7-5. Leading off for the Phillies is Gary Matthews. Mark Liddell is coming out. He is done. He is tired. He did his job. The Cardinals will bring in a righty since there's 3 rights on the way here. I really don't want to bring this guy in, though. But let's see who leads off. Martin. The Cardinals have the pitcher leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. It is the 8th inning. I can do a double switch if I want, and I think I may just do that. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be the guy that pretty much invented the save statistic, and that is going to be Bruce Sutter. Bruce Sutter is going to come in, I believe, under Gene Roof's position. He is in left field. So Roof is going to come out of the game. Sutter's going to bat 8th. And coming on to take over and left field is going to be Tito Landrum, and he will bat 9th. So timeout on the scorecard as I get this fixed. So pitching is going to be Sutter. And Landrum will take over in left. Landrum, a great left fielder, actually. 5-0 -1, and Sutter 2-0 here. So Bruce Sutter will take in the 8th position, and Landrum will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning, so Sutter can pitch his full 7. Gary Matthews leads off for the Phillies. He is 2 for 3, a triple and a 3-run bomb. Top of the 8th. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer, pretty much, and I think he did invent the save statistic. Sutter with the pitch. 3-5 against the righty. That is a blank. Matthews, 1-5. That's going to be a ground out to third, out number 1. I have done double switches before, BB. I have just not done them. To me, when I do a double switch, it's rare. It's rare when I do it, but I have done them in the past. Steeler fan, a lot of other my guys in the chat can attest to that. Michael Jack Schmidt is the next batter. He is 0 for 3. Schmidt's got to do something, not having a good game tonight. Suter being asked to get 6 outs. Hey, it's the 1980s. You're supposed to do it then. Suter, 5-1, strikeout 20, not a chance. Schmidt, 4-3, and that is going to be a fly ball to right field, and Orge will squeeze it for out number 2. Schmidt has flown out all 4 times. Next up is Davis. He will bat. Davis is 1 for 3. 2 outs. Suter with the pitch. 4-3 against the righty. Strikeout plus 20. No, he will not strike him out. Davis would become a 20, but the -2 makes him an 18. He will not strike out. Davis, 6-2, but he does fly out. A fly ball to left, and it will be Tito Landrum getting over there, who just came into the game, and he will squeeze it for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Fightin' Phils. So Suter off to a great start. We go to the bottom of the 8th now. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the new left fielder, Tito Landrum. 261 average, no homers, 10 RBIs. And they got right switch coming up. And Christensen is going to pitch. Zalapsky Smurf joins us here at Busch Stadium. Christensen will make the pitch to Landrum. 3-6, that's a blank. Landrum, 5-1, and that's a leadoff single right past short. Boa can't get it, and that is a base hit for Landrum. Leadoff single. The pitcher spot is done well tonight, actually. Pretty much 2 for 3, 2 singles. So Landrum gets in there, and he will get on base, and the batter will be Herr. Herr is 1 for 4. He does have a triple. And I am still rolling strategy roll. Landrum is a threat to steal. That's a 20, though. Christensen gets a chance, and he's got a whole bunch of anything can happen here. Throws to first. It is a 6, and he got him. Picked him off. Christensen throws to first and gets Landrum 1 out. Oh, Landrum caught napping, and Christensen got him. Pick off. And that is not good. You want those insurance runs. That could be huge. And now Herr will bat with the bases empty. 1 out now in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Christensen. 1-3 against the switch left. That's a walk plus. And Herr will trot down to first on a 5 easily. A walk for Herr. So Christensen does get the pickoff, but he gives up a ball 4 to Tom Herr, and he will go to first. Chance once again for the Cardinals to get some insurance. Templeton is next. He's having a good night. He's 2 for 3, a single and a double and a walk. Herr is a stealing threat. That is a 3. He gets the jump. Let's see. 15 plus 0 is 15. Boone plus 2 is a 17. Yeah, I'll send him. Herr goes to second. A 1-17. He's safe at second. That is a 12. He gets in there. Slides in safely. Stolen base for Herr. So now a big insurance run in scoring position for the Cardinals. And Templeton, now we'll see what we do here. I think you pitch to Templeton. You got Hernandez and Hendrick. It really doesn't matter. Pick your poison. And Christensen's going to pitch to him. Actually, you know what? Christensen's going to come out. That's going to be it for Larry Christensen. The Phillies are going to go to the bullpen once again. And they're going to bring in their closer to see if they can get out of this jam in Ron Reed. 5 wins, 3 losses, 8 saves, a 3.08 ERA. Tug McGraw was not in the roster for tonight's game. That's probably one of the reasons why you've not seen him. I am not sure why. I don't know. He may have just been. He may have just was not put in the roster. That's the only thing I can say. But McGraw is not in the roster for today. So here's Ron Reed. He'll pitch to Templeton. Reed's job to keep it 7-5. Her on at second. Infield is back. I am rolling a strat. That is a 7. And nope, nothing happening. Her will make the pitch. 6. Reed will make the pitch. 6-1 walk. 15 too high. Templeton 2-4, and that is a ball hit the right field. That is an 11, and against the righty, it's too high, and that's just going to be a fly out to right. Her has a base running rating of 3. Fly out to right, -1 is 2. Davis a +1 arm. So a 1-3 on the red die. Her will make third. 4 or 5 he holds. A 6 he could be out. That is a 3. He actually does. So her does make it to third on the fly ball to right, but there are 2 outs. Steeler fan, you're killing me here. 2 men down now. And speaking of Keith Hernandez, there he is. Hernandez is 1 for 4. And if Hernandez, I don't know, Hernandez, if they ever put him in the hall, which he deserves to be in that, they probably would put a Cardinals cap on him. But knowing Hernandez, he said if he does go in the hall, he wants to be wearing blue and orange, not red and white and powder blue. Reed will pitch to Hernandez. 2 outs here. Cardinals a big run at third. Strategy roll, nothing. Reed with the pitch. 3-4, strikeout 4, and he got him. Struck out Hernandez, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit for the Cardinals. And we got some action coming in. 7-5 in favor of the Redbirds. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of inning number 9. Cardinals leading 7-5. Bruce Sutter on the mound. Job, close this game. Leading off for the Phillies is Bob Boone. Probably will see a pinch hitter for him. And they will, as Boone will be taken back. And coming on to pinch hit is the 9th inning, so it can be anybody. And it will be George Vukovich. A 385 average, so Vukovich will pinch it against Sutter. Keith Moreland will take over at catcher if this game goes any further. So here's George Vukovich, 385 average, a homer and 4 RBIs and only 26 at-bats. I do not think he'll make the playoff roster, unless, of course, the Phillies don't have enough pitchers. 7-5. Cardinals lead. Top of the 9th. Big game here. NL East. Sutter with the pitch. 2-4 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. That average will not even come into play. That's a fly ball to center field, and Hendrick will make the catch. Out number 1. It didn't even come into play as Sutter got him out. Now the batter is Boa. He will hit. Boa is 1 for 3. Sutter looking on to get a big save. Pitch from Sutter. 1-2. Error on a throw. Boa. 3-6. And that's not going to be a throwing error. That's going to be a slow rolling grounder to short. Picked up by Templeton. Boa's base running rating is a 4. Throw to first. Not in time. Boa gets there, just gets there closely. They'll check instant replay to make sure he got, oh, that's right. They didn't have that then, or at least it didn't matter. Boa's safe at first on an infield single. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 518? I think not. Boa now on at first. That brings the tying run to the plate in Manny Trio, and he will bat. Trio is 1 for 3. Suter can pitch to 2 more batters before tiring. Cardinals do have the bullpen ready to go. Boa on at first. Strategy rolls are off. Infield double play depth. Suter with the pitch. 3-1. Error on a grounder. Trio 4-5. And that's not going to be an error on a grounder. It's a slow rolling infield single to second base. Picked up by her. Trio's base running rating is a 2. Throws to first, and nope, Trio is safe. He gets there. 2 slow rolling grounders in the infield. 2 infield singles, and the Phillies have the tying run aboard. And maybe it's best it's an error on a grounder or error or anything like that because of that kind of thing, because I could have went right past him. So runners at first and second now. Runners at first and second. And we got a pinch hitter coming up for Ron Reed. So Reed is going to be pinch hit for. And let's see who the Phillies want to bat. And it can be anybody. And it's going to be anybody. Coming on to pinch hit for the Phillies is going to be Bob Dernier. 750 average. And only 4 at bats. He is definitely a fringe player, absolutely. But Bob Dernier was on the roster. He can be used. It's 9th inning. Anybody's available. So here's Bob Dernier, a young Bob Dernier, as a matter of fact. One of his earlier seasons. Runners at first and second here. Oh boy, fans here at Busch Stadium getting a little nervous. Infield is a double play depth. Suter, after this batter, he will be tired. No strategy roll. Suter with the pitch. 6-4, strikeout 8. Nope, that's too high. Dernier didn't strike out. He swings. 2-1, and that's going to be a base hit right past third for a single. Dernier singles past third. Boa's base running rating is a 4. And with 1 out, he will not score. He holds at third. And the bases are loaded. And the fans here in Busch cannot believe what's happening. And the next batter is Lonnie Smith. And Suter is tired. Now what do you do? The Cardinals are going to go to the bullpen because Suter being tired, you don't want to risk a fatigue result being coming on. So the Cardinals will bring on a new pitcher. And also I can choose any pitcher I want in there as well. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Luis De Leon. Luis De Leon. No wins, a loss, no saves, a 2.35 ERA. De Leon is going to be the 4th Cardinal pitcher as Suter could not get it done. There's still 1 out, and they're going to call the infield in. Pinch runner for Trio. Trio's at second base. I have Aguayo, but no, because in case this goes into extra innings, which looks like it can, I need Trio's batting average. So no, Trio will stay put. I will not pinch run for him. Dernier, very good speed there at first, though. So Lonnie Smith against Luis De Leon. Top of the ninth. 9th inning magic is striking here. 1 out. The infield is in. The Cardinals are not going to try for the double play because pretty much they're not going to get it. So they're going to have to try an infield in. Smith is 2 for 4. De Leon trying to get it done. Busch Stadium going crazy here, hoping that the Cardinals can finish this game off. De Leon with the pitch. 5-2, strikeout 10. No, that's too high. Smith swings, 5-2, and it's a ground ball to second base. It's a grounder to second. Boa's base running rating is a 4, becomes a 2. Becomes a 2. So the infield is in. They're going to throw to the plate. So here's what happens here. Lonnie Smith, a ground ball double play of 1. -2 is a -1. They cannot get the double play. There's no way they'll do it. So Boa's base running rating is a 2. They're not going to get a double play here. So a 1, 2, or 6. Boa scores and Smith goes to first. A 3, 4, 5. The throw goes to first and a 3, 4, 5. Boa is out. A 1, 2, or 6. Boa is safe. It is a 2. He scores. So the throw goes to first instead to get Smith. They get the out. So trio advances. Dernier goes to second. Smith is gone. 2 outs, but now it's 7-6. Because there was no way they can get a double play on that one. Because he was a 1 and a -2 here puts a -1. So there's no way they can get a double play. So we let the die decide and he will score. It's now 7-6 and now trio is on at third. But there are 2 outs and the next batter is Peter Rose, aka Charlie Hustle. So that goes as a ground out to short. Runners advance. And now Rose is the batter. 1 for 4. 7-6 Cardinals. Luis De Leon looking to bat. And no, you're not going to walk Rose, although you could. But Matthews with a 301 average. It really doesn't matter. And Rose can't hit the home run where Matthews could. So De Leon will I want to check the bullpen for the Cardinals here. Rose hits righties a little better than lefties, though. I just don't think I make a change. No, De Leon's going to pitch. So the Cardinals are going to go with De Leon. Big bout here, now 7-6. De Leon trying to end this game for the Cardinals. Charlie Hustle trying to keep it alive. Strategy roll is back on. That's a 19, nothing happening. De Leon will now pitch. It's a 1-6, and it's gonna be an automatic out. The Cardinals will do it. They'll get out of it. It's a ground ball to short. That's picked up by Templeton. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. What a matchup and how quickly the Cardinals squeak out of this one. 7-6 win for the Redbirds. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1 run on 3 hits. But Luis De Leon makes a heck of a pitch and gets Pete Rose to ground out on a grounder to short, and Templeton throws to first, just got it done, and the Cardinals will come away with the victory. Final line score coming up. What a game, and I think this is a Game of the Year nomination. For the Cardinals, 7 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Phillies, 6 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. Believe it or not, John Martin actually got the win, and the loss goes to Dickie Noles, and Luis De Leon picks up the save, even though he didn't have any that year. But he gets the save in this one as the Cardinals squeak out a win here on the Phillies and now take a 2.5 game lead in the National League East. 10-minute ticker coming up. Don't go away. Steeler fan says, bring on the ticker. What an exciting game that was, with so much on the line. And that was a very important win for the Cardinals, as they are definitely trying to hold on to first and avoid a wild card series, and to see if they can, have home field advantage for the division series. Right now, though, the Dodgers at this moment have the number 1 seed in the National League, so the Cardinals would face the number 3 seed in the National League, at least right now at this time. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. For people who want to know, you got to go to replaybaseball.com and you'll find your 10-minute ticker. Remember, I have that in my comments. So in my comments section in each video, I post the website for Inside Pitch and for FastScore. So that was a nice win for the Cardinals, as they get that win 7-6. So, September 23rd, Detroit at Baltimore. Let's see, Detroit 10-65, and that is going to be 8. The Orioles 6-14, and that's 1. The Tigers continue to hold on to 3rd in the AL East. Milwaukee at Boston. The Red Sox and Yankees are right now tied in that division. Milwaukee 15-16, and that is 2. The Red Sox are 16-16, and that is 3. Wow, that's wacky, but they got it. They got it. Milwaukee actually had the higher die roll, but because they were a 15, and I'll show it here, a 15-1-6 is a 2. So there's your 2 right there. A 16 for Boston, 16 is a 3. So I'm not kidding. Boston actually wins this game. White Sox at California. White Sox, let's see here, 13. Yeah, there. Let's see, White Sox 13-14, and that's 2. California 10-24, and that's also 2. So now we have extras between these guys. White Sox rolled a 5, -4 clutch, so a 1. California rolls a 2, -3 clutch, -1. Believe it or not, the White Sox win that game. Minnesota and Kansas City. Royals holding on for life support right now. Minnesota 4-33, and that is 2. Kansas City a 10-65. They'll win that with an 8. Cleveland and the Yankees. Big series for both teams. Cleveland with Detroit winning, Cleveland pretty much really needs to win this game. Cleveland a 5-33, and that is 2. The Yankees a 9-63, and that is 7. The Yankees will win that game, and that puts Cleveland under 500. I will probably not be doing the Indians any further on any more games. They will be eliminated. In my opinion, they are eliminated. Seattle at Texas. Seattle a 5-61, and that's 5. Rangers need to win, though. Rangers 14-16. Oh, that's a tough loss. That's only 2. Mariners will give the Rangers a hard loss. Oakland at Toronto. Oakland, 16-41, and that's 5. Blue Jays, a 3-12, and that's going to be 0. And the Athletics magic number, the White Sox did win, their magic number now should be down to 3. Mets and the Cubs. Mets and the Cubs, 2 losers. Mets, 8-26, and they get 3. The Cubs, 4-41, and they get 3. So we have extras between the Mets and the Cubs. New York rolls a 3-0 clutch. Chicago rolls a 1-0 clutch. And my Mets will actually have a happy recap. Atlanta and the Astros. I know Steeler fan watching this. Atlanta, a 5-64, and that is going to be 6. The Astros, a 5-15, and that's going to be 1. And the Braves will beat the Astros. Pittsburgh and the Expos. Pittsburgh, 7-23, and that is 2. Montreal, 13-23, and that is 3. And the Expos will beat the Pirates. But Pittsburgh pretty much assured of a playoff spot. They should wind up in 3rd. Cincinnati and the Padres. With the Astros losing, this is a big game for Cincinnati to get a game on them. Both teams with a 12. Cincinnati, 12-46, and that is 5. The Padres are 12-31, and that is 3. And the Reds will gain a game on the Astros. Dodgers and the Giants. Big game here. Giants are pretty much eliminated. Dodgers a 6-44, and that is 4. The Giants a 3-34, and that is 2. And believe it or not, the Giants are probably going to finish under 500 for this season. And to show you how bad the things have gone for the Giants, since I've started this page here with the standings, the Giants were 49-43. They have not won a game yet, where the Astros have not lost one, of course, until today. So the Giants are on a very bad losing streak and pretty much took them out of the playoffs. Moving on to September 24th, Cleveland at Boston. Both teams with a 13. Cleveland pretty much is out. Cleveland a 13-12. And that's 1. The Red Sox are 13-32, and that is 4. And the Red Sox continue to stay where they're at. Cleveland is pretty much, Cleveland's done. White Sox are done. White Sox of California. White Sox 11-13, and that is 1. Angels an 8-42. That's a good win for them. That's going to be 4. The Angels will get that win. And now if Oakland, I don't think, however, Oakland doesn't play today on the 24th. So that means that their magic number should be a 2, I think. Maybe. I'll have to look at it. Minnesota at Kansas City. Royals got to try to continue to win. Minnesota a 4-43. And that is 3. The Royals an 8-11. That's 0. And Minnesota gives Kansas City a tough loss. Baltimore at the Yankees. A great pitching matchup. Jim Palmer versus Ron Guidry. Baltimore, a 3-12, and that is 0. Yankees, a 10-53, and that is 5. The Yankees and the Red Sox continue to match each other. They stay tied after today. Seattle at Texas. Seattle, a 4-32. And that is 2 runs. Rangers a 9-55. They'll win it with 6 runs. Rangers get a big win. Mets and the Cubs, 2 losers. My poor Mets. Let's see here. And okay. Mets 10-24. And that is 2. The Cubs a 2-66. And that's 7. And my Mets will lose there. Atlanta and the Astros. Another big game here for both teams. Atlanta still trying to have a shot to catch the Dodgers to win the division. Atlanta, let's see how it goes. Atlanta a 1-56. and that is 4 runs. The Astros are 332, and that is 2 runs. The Braves will beat the Astros. The Astros lose that one now, and the Reds do not play today. So the Reds will gain a full game and a half on the Astros after today. The Reds did not play on the 24th. Pittsburgh and the Expos. Pittsburgh 8-15, and that is 1. The Expos at 10-33, and that is 3. Montreal will beat the Pirates. Dodgers and the Giants. Giants are out of it. Dodgers at 12-53, and they continue to pound teams right now. Dodgers are going to be a tough out in the playoffs. Dodgers get a 6. Giants a 7-12, and that's 0. And yeah, the Giants just can't, they can't buy a win right now. What a terrible losing streak they're on right now. The Giants that were 49-43 at the start of that page, they are now what? They're now going to be 49. They're going to be 49-52. Wow. The Giants just absolutely collapsed. Philadelphia and the Cardinals. Philadelphia now 2.5 back of St. Louis. Philadelphia needs to win this, but the Cardinals have a good rating here. Philadelphia 13-62. That's a good one, and that's 7. The Cardinals, though, have a 25-24, but I don't think that's going to be enough. That's going to be 5, and the Phillies will get their game back. That is all for the 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow, a huge game at the Astrodome as the Los Angeles Dodgers will take on the Houston Astros. Bert Hooton for the Dodgers and Vern Rule for the Astros. A huge game out there right now. And if you're wondering about Cincinnati, they play the Braves. They play the Braves in that series coming up. So don't miss it. Dodgers and Houston as we're approaching the final week of the pennant race. Steeler fan midlife crisis. Lena Young, BB Zalapsky, Smurf, Brian Patterson, Sean 1113, Philip Reynolds, Gillies, T-Bowl. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. A big win for the Cardinals. They beat the Phillies 7-6 and a great game tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night. Take care. Have a good one.